Hello everybody, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2! So, in the last part, we got through Pricer comments in Starshine Beach, and in Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet. And then we got not one, but two moons in a Boom Moon Galaxy. Okay, now before we go after the next one in Boom Moon, we actually are going to go back to Space Storm, considering another Gearmo wants us to go back there so that we can most likely get ourselves an enemy for that one too. And I may as well just say this right now. Yeah, getting this one may be a lot more tougher than what we had to go through the last time. Yeah, it may be more tougher than the last one that we had to go through. Yeah, well, yeah, the one where we had to collect the Goomba. Now, that one is slightly difficult if you don't know how to get the Goomba over there. If you don't know how to get the Goomba over to him, over to the Gearmo. But however, when it comes to the Gearmo mission for this one, yeah, I may as well say this. When I first played this game, it definitely took me a few tries just to get this one done. It definitely did. Oh god. Oh shit, no. No! Too late. I'm trying to get hit right here. Oh god, oh no! Okay, you know what? I'll take that, because at least I can at least get over here if I'm getting so electrocuted again. Oh god! Oh my god, that was way too close. Oh, that was way too close. Oh my god, I almost died right then and there, jeez. But anyways, give me my coin. Okay. But anyways, everyone, as I was saying, yeah, I'd say this one, the Gearmo mission, is definitely more tougher than the last one. It definitely took me a few tries when I first played this game. And especially with multiple deaths here and there. Yeah. But anyways, now the Gearmo is actually located in this area here. And now the enemy that he will want you to get is not just a Topman, but a Spiky Topman. And the way you now, and I would say, try your best to lure the Spiky Topman before you even talk to the Gearmo, so then you don't have to worry about going back. Because, yeah, and like I said, this one's definitely more tougher than the last one because, yeah, not only you have to keep in mind of getting yourself electrocuted by these electric fences, but you also have to keep in mind of the bombs like exploding you, and also the top minis having the potential to knock you off. So yeah, oh god. Yeah, I just need to make sure that these guys do not knock me off again. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, I just want to make sure this guy's close enough. There we go. You're searching for that power star, right? I found one of those. Things down at the tip earlier. I bet you did. But hold on, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, or free power star. Maybe a free lunch, but definitely not free power stars. You know, I just love those red guys. See if you can get one of them to come over here. Well, if you look over to your right, or actually your left anyway, yeah, you would see one. This is literally right here. And there we go. Yeah, honestly, I really do like that little jingle that they actually give you for when you're done with that one, for when you actually collected the enemy for the Gearmos. Anyways, there's a lovely star. Yeah, next. Oh yes, right. And if you actually spin, and as you saw there. If you actually use your spin move on the poles there, yeah, you can actually get some star bits from them. So, if you want to get more star bits, yeah, you can do that too. Anyways, And with that is Power Star number 79. And with that is finally Space Storm Galaxy, the Silver Crown. And hello, Lava. Is that a Gearmo? Well, I hope it doesn't try to put everyone a whole one to work. Well, it depends on how he feels. maybe it will finally want to relax for a change. Well, it is sitting essentially at the same spot as the other Gearmo, so I would say it's definitely a good place to relax, I guess. But anyways, now just like with the other Gearmo, yeah, if you talk to him the first time, yeah, he will also give you a 1-up that is entirely pointless again. Yeah, again, I don't know why he's Gearmo, they just give you pointless 1-ups. and then he'll say, I just love the way those little red guys spin. Yeah, I bet you certainly did. But again, why do the Gearmos that show up here actually give you a 1-up when they are essentially pointless as soon as you're done talking to them the first time? And not to mention, as I said, your lives freaking reset every time you turn off the game. Jeez. But anyway, so now we're gonna go back to Blue Moon. And now as we go through our next mission, Haunting the Howling Tower. Now, the only thing that's... yeah, there's not gonna be any wolves. Yeah, it's more so just you climbing up a tower. But we get to utilize the return of the Boom Mushroom, of the Boom Mushroom power-up from Galaxy 1. And with that, I believe that is every single power-up that there is to see within this, and I think with that is every single power-up there is for the entirety of Galaxy 2. So yeah, we can now essentially, we started with this mission, we've now utilized them, every single one of them. But anyways, now as you can see, yeah, now we are back in the maze again. But this time, the maze is now structured just slightly different this time around. So yeah, now you're gonna have to go a different way in order for you to be able to get access to this pipe here. Which will take us where we actually need to go. So that, of course, we can now grab the Boom Mushroom, turn us into Boom Mario. And now for those of you who don't know how to utilize the Boom Mushroom power-up, is that when you shake the Wii remote, well, more so for the Wii version anyway. Now you can essentially turn yourself invisible. Now, and sometimes when you are invisible, you can actually go through certain walls, like that big metal fence there. And also, now for those of you who have played Galaxy 1 may recall, now when we were Boom Mario, then when we came across other Boos, they actually wanted to follow you because they actually fell in love with you. Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably not going to see any of that in Galaxy 2. Yeah, I don't think there's any mission in this game with the Boo power-up that allows us to be able to do that. That allows us to be able to get the Boom, the other Boos to follow you. But however, and also, speaking of the Boos, well, more so the Octoboos. They don't exactly, they are, as you can see, the Octoboos aren't exactly attracted to Mario when you are a Boo. So you still have to avoid them. Oh yeah, I guess what I was saying about the Boo Mario is that now you essentially have to continue mashing the A button if you want the Boo Mario to continuously hover up. So yeah, make sure you keep on mashing. So make sure you keep on mashing that A button. And so now we're back in here after getting that star, which means, of course, we're gonna be seeing the very last power-up on display. Yep. What do we have here? Looks like a soft white mushroom, eh? Yeah, I guess you can say that. You know, the stuff you're finding is pretty weird, but I guess that's just the universe we live in, right? Yeah, I suppose so. So yeah, and it was like I said, now at this point, now we've gotten every single power-up on display here. So now this means we don't have to go back down here ever again. Now we no longer have to bother getting ourselves back down there again at all. So, so yeah, it's over there. And you know what? Yeah, since I'm back here again anyway, I may as well get some more star bits again. Yeah, since like I said, as I said a few times, I definitely need those star bits if I want to get access to more missions where I need star bits. And another one up. Excuse me. But anyways, now I did with that said, since we are pretty sure, I'm pretty sure at this point we are done with Boom Boom Moon. Yep. And we're now gonna head off to a new galaxy. Now, the pyramid one, I'm actually gonna skip for now. Oh, whoops! I did not mean to go through there. I wanted to go for the one at the bottom right one. Yeah, I did not mean to go to the left. Yeah, I did not mean to get access to that now. Yeah, that was my bad. But anyways, as you can see, if you want to get access to the next council, you need at least 55 stars. Yeah, I actually want to go for this one first before we go to the pyramid. But anyways, this galaxy is called the Shiverburn Galaxy. So yeah, now just like in Galaxy 1, where we got a galaxy that was based on that had not only ice, but also fire, as well. Yeah, they also put in another ice/fire-like galaxy, the galaxy again. Well, actually, they already did that before. Yeah, when we fought against that boss, that was essentially like a big red boulder again. Yeah, but this one actually has you start off by going through the actual lava first. Yeah, you start actually by going through the lava first. And to actually help you is the cloud power up. And you're probably gonna need that because we also have these guys again. Now just like we also have these shockwave hazards also from Galaxy 1 as well. Yeah, and also on this platform here, that's actually gonna stop right here. Because, they obviously want you to get that cloud power up so that you can get yourself over here where the switch is. There's you ground pounded. This whole entire lava, including the actual volcano around here, actually freezes, allowing you to be able to get through this while sliding on through. Okay, now before we go for that launch star, we're actually gonna see what's inside this pipe. And look who it is again. Yep, it's time for once again another Chimp mission. And it is essentially the same one as what we got for this one last time. You got the time? Time to take on the Chimp? Or we like to skate, pal. Cause here you're gonna need to skate. And bomb as many gummits as you can. You mean, again, avoid the spunny gummits though. Or don't. Let's see what you got. Yeah, this guy really has no faith in us at all. Okay, now for this one, we have to get at least 600. We have to get at least 600 points this time around. Now, this one is just basically I want to say it is basically just the same one as what we went through with the last skating challenge. So it's just a matter of making sure that you really don't spend too much of your time just wandering around. Yeah, and just try your best to make sure that you can try to hit every single regular gummit and also the gold ones. Oh, ow. Okay, yeah, I think I lost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost, considering that I got myself bumped there. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna win this. Okay, come on, get those. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, 70 short. But however, unlike the regular NPCs, if it just happen to fail, they kill you. The Chimp is actually nice and actually lets you try again without even losing a life. Yeah, with the other NPCs that kill you, if it just happen to fail a freaking mission, the Chimp is actually the nicest, and essentially allowing you to try again without even losing a life, without even actually killing you first. Yeah. Now, even though the Chimp's challenges can be a bitch at times, but he's actually the nicest and doesn't actually kill you. Anyways, okay, now just gotta make sure we get as many points here because I'm almost out of time again. Oh, there we go. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Okay, thankfully that gold gummit was just right where I wanted it to be. Yeah, because otherwise I probably would have failed at that again. Yeah, but anyways, we got 600 points exactly. Essentially that we beat his score, even though we essentially got the exact same amount of points. So did we actually beat him? Considering that we essentially tied. But he still gives us a star anyway. So 600 points, eh? Why don't you come back next time and try to top that high score? I'm gonna say pass on that, because I do not want to fail at this multiple times over and over and over again. Thank you very much. Ding 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 ding. Bam. Bam. And you may think, yeah, this may be getting close to no longer seeing the Chimp anymore. But I think there's gonna be at least 1 or 2 more missions with the Chimp. So yeah, we are still not quite done with him yet. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait so we're just gonna wait for him to show up again. But then with that said, that should be all I'm gonna do this one. And so until the next part, I'll see you guys next time.